To get information and insights about science to the public. That's a big part of Markus Weisskopf's job. He's the Director of Science in Dialogue, and the organisation is a centre of expertise on science and science communication. Welcome to the show, Markus. Thank you very much for joining us. Now, in that last report, we have seen this ship, the science ship. You've been on it. What's your favourite experiment on board?
Well, that's quite difficult to say. There are a lot of very interesting exhibits on the ship, but I quite like the washing machine.
Okay.
There's a washing machine where you can learn. Normally, you have 10 sides in your washing agent, and now you can take bacteria instead of that, and that's very good for your environment.
Okay. Now, similar to this ship, you yourself have a Science in Dialogue initiative.
Yeah.
What exactly are you hoping to achieve with this? It's addressed towards young people.
Yeah, we address young people to discuss controversial issues of science and research with them. For example, climate change and, genetically modified organisms and so on. So new developments in research. And so we try to interest them for science in general. Isn't
this the job of schools, though, in a way?
Yeah, I don't think so. Schools teach them what they found out 50 years ago. So, but they don't have the possibility to show how science is working today, and that's what we can do.
Okay, so it's basically getting them proactive about science. Yeah. You yourself have come up with some great concepts, in fact. Can you tell us about the fishbowl and also the science slam?
Well, fishbowl discussions are, it's a new format to engage people much more in discussions when normally people sit on the podium and they are far away from the audience. And in a fishbowl discussion, the experts are sitting in the middle of the audience, and there are two empty chairs in the circle, and so everybody from the audience can join the discussion, and they can directly speak on eye level to the expert, and that's quite new, a new format. And the Science Slam, that's a really good competition, a competition for young scientists. They got 10 minutes. They have to speak in an understandable way, and they have to, be funny a bit. And then the audience, they choose their slam champion for the evening.
Okay, so it's about young people and getting them interested. What about social media forums? What kind of a role do they play in communicating science today?
Well, social media are very important now for science communication. So everybody is on Facebook, everybody is on Twitter. So we have to use those channels as well. But I don't think that they work on their own. We have to put it together with real events. So we have discussions, and afterwards we discuss it again in the web with the same people and with other people. And so that's the way it works.
Okay, Markus Weisskopf, thank you very much for joining us here in studio.